Every morning you wake up, you have a choice to stay the same or to step into the life you were meant to live. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's built brick by brick, decision by decision, habit by habit. What you feed your mind every single day will shape the life you live. If you fill it with negativity, doubt, and excuses, don't be surprised when your life reflects that. But if you fill it with wisdom, discipline, and purpose, watch how everything starts to shift. Some of you are waiting for the perfect moment. You say, I'll start tomorrow. I'll change when I have more time. Let me tell you something, there is no perfect moment. The only time you have is now. If you don't make a move today, tomorrow will look just like yesterday. Stop making excuses. Excuses are nothing but lies you tell yourself to stay comfortable. You weren't born for comfort. You were born to rise, to break limits, to defy the odds. Your environment matters. The people you allow into your space matter. If you keep surrounding yourself with small-minded people, don't expect to live a big life. Get around those who challenge you, who force you to think bigger, move smarter, and push harder. But let me tell you something. Even with the right people, even with the right mindset, there will be days when you don't feel like doing the work. That's why discipline is more important than motivation. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. But discipline, that's what gets you up when you're tired. That's what keeps you going when nobody is watching. Discipline builds champions. And I know life isn't always fair. Some of you have been through storms. You've been hurt, betrayed, knocked down. But listen to me. Your pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your comeback. You can either let that pain break you, or you can use it to build yourself into something unstoppable. At the end of the day, it comes down to three things: faith, focus, and action. Faith, because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Focus, because distractions are everywhere, and only those who stay locked in on their goals will succeed. And action, because nothing changes until you move. So don't just watch this and feel inspired. Do something. Get up, get focused, and get to work. Your future self is waiting. Every single day, you are programming your mind, whether you realize it or not. The words you speak, the thoughts you dwell on, the habits you repeat, they all create the foundation of your future. Success doesn't happen in one grand moment. It's built in the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Look at the most successful people in the world. They didn't get there by doing something once and expecting a miracle. They got there by showing up daily, by committing to their craft, by training their mind and body to push past resistance, past excuses, past distractions. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your habits. What are you doing every single day to become the person you say you want to be? Are you feeding your mind with knowledge, discipline, and purpose? Or are you wasting hours scrolling through distractions, filling your mind with negativity and doubt? Your brain is like a garden. Whatever you plant will grow. If you plant discipline, confidence, and hard work, your life will reflect that. But if you allow weeds of laziness, fear, and procrastination to take over, they will strangle your potential before it even has a chance to grow. Repetition is the secret to mastery. The more you train, the stronger you become. The more you study, the wiser you get. The more you push yourself, the further you go. It's not about massive leaps. It's about small, consistent steps in the right direction. So make a decision today. Decide to be intentional about what you repeat daily. Decide to build habits that move you forward instead of holding you back. Because whether you realize it or not, your daily actions are shaping your destiny. Excuses are the chains that keep you locked in the same place while time moves forward without you. Every time you say, "I don't have time," "I'm too tired," or "I'll start tomorrow," you are handing away your power. Excuses sound good in the moment, but they do nothing for your future. The truth is, success doesn't care about your excuses. Life will always throw obstacles in your way, but it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond. Some people use obstacles as a reason to quit, while others use them as fuel to go harder. The difference? One is driven by excuses, the other by determination. You say you don't have time, but you spend hours scrolling through social media. You say you don't have the right connections, but you haven't even tried to network. You say you're not ready, but when will you be? The harsh reality is that there will never be a perfect time. There will never be an ideal moment where everything lines up perfectly for you to start. You have to move forward despite the challenges. You weren't put on this earth to settle. You weren't designed to sit on the sidelines watching others live the life you dream about. But if you keep making excuses, that's exactly where you'll stay. Watching, wishing, waiting. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to wake you up and force you to chase your goals. It's on you. The moment you decide to stop making excuses and start taking action is the moment your life begins to change. So, what are you waiting for? Look around you. The people in your life, the conversations you entertain, the environment you allow yourself to be in, these things are shaping you, whether you realize it or not. You cannot expect to live a life of greatness if you constantly surround yourself with mediocrity. If you're always in the company of those who settle, complain, or make excuses, eventually that mindset will rub off on you. Energy is contagious. Ambition is contagious. But so is laziness. So is negativity. If you spend your time around people who have no vision, who aren't striving for more, who don't push themselves, it's only a matter of time before you start thinking the same way. The most successful people understand this. You must be intentional about who you allow into your life. You need to be in rooms that challenge you. You need to be around people who make you uncomfortable because they force you to grow. Surround yourself with those who are reaching higher, thinking bigger, and taking massive action. Because when you do, you'll find yourself naturally leveling up to match that energy. That doesn't mean you have to cut everyone off, but it does mean you need to be aware of who is influencing you. Are the people around you inspiring you or draining you? Are they lifting you up or holding you back? The hard truth is, some of the people you care about may not be meant to go where you're going. Not everyone will understand your vision, and that's okay. Your growth will make some people uncomfortable, but you cannot shrink yourself to make others feel secure. You owe it to yourself to be in environments that push you forward. If you don't have access to the right people yet, start with books, start with videos, start with anything that elevates your mindset and expands your thinking. Because when you consistently surround yourself with greatness, sooner or later, that greatness becomes a part of you. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. One day you wake up feeling unstoppable, ready to take on the world. The next day, you can't even find the energy to get started. That's why motivation alone will never be enough. If you rely on feeling inspired to take action, you'll never reach your full potential. Discipline, on the other hand, doesn't care how you feel. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's going to the gym when you don't have the energy. It's putting in the work even when no one is watching. Because success doesn't reward those who wait for the right mood. It rewards those who show up consistently, no matter what. Look at the greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the legends in any field. Do you think they always felt like practicing, grinding, and pushing themselves beyond their limits? No, but they did it anyway, because they understood that motivation is temporary, but discipline creates results. The moment you stop looking for motivation and start building discipline is the moment your life begins to change. Discipline turns actions into habits, and habits shape your destiny. It's not about massive bursts of effort. It's about showing up every single day, brick by brick, step by step, even when progress feels slow. There will be days when you don't feel like it, days when doubt creeps in, days when the path ahead feels too hard. But that's when discipline matters most. That's when the champions are made, the ones who push through, who commit, who refuse to let their feelings dictate their future. You don't need more motivation. You need to make a decision to be disciplined, to be consistent, to do the work regardless of how you feel, because discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Pain is life's greatest teacher. It will break you, test you, and push you to your limits, but if you learn how to use it, pain can also become your greatest source of power. Every struggle, every setback, every heartbreak, it's all fuel. The question is, will you let it destroy you, or will you use it to build something greater? Most people run from pain. They numb it, avoid it, or let it define them. But the strongest people, they embrace it. They take their pain and turn it into motivation. They take their scars and use them as a reminder of how far they've come. Pain can either paralyze you or propel you forward. The choice is yours. Think about the moments in your life that hurt the most, the betrayals, the failures, the losses. Did they break you, or did they reveal something inside you that you never knew was there? Strength is not built in comfort. Growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. It happens when you're forced to dig deep, when you have no choice but to rise. Some of the most successful people in the world didn't get there because life was easy for them. They got there because they turned their pain into power. They used rejection to push harder. They used failure to learn faster. They used struggle to become unstoppable. Your pain is not your enemy. It's a tool. It's shaping you, refining you, making you stronger. The next time life knocks you down, don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this teaching me? How can I use this? Because once you learn how to turn your pain into power, there is nothing that can stop you. Faith is believing in something before you see it. It's trusting that no matter what your circumstances look like right now, you have the power to change them. Without faith, doubt creeps in, fear takes over. You start second-guessing yourself, hesitating when you should be moving forward. But when you have faith, real, unshakable faith, you don't wait for things to be perfect. You step out boldly, knowing that every obstacle, every challenge, every delay is just part of the process. But faith alone is not enough. You need focus. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, negativity, toxic people, your own fears and insecurities. If you don't control your focus, the world will control it for you. You can't afford to waste time on things that don't move you forward. Lock in on your vision. Protect your mind. Cut out anything that doesn't align with where you're going. Because if your focus is weak, your results will be weak. And then comes the most important part, action. Faith without action is just hope. Focus without action is just a dream. Too many people think about success, talk about success, but never take the steps to make it happen. You have to move. You have to do the work, not just when it's easy, not just when you feel like it, but every single day. The formula is simple. Faith gives you the courage to believe, focus keeps you locked in on the goal, and unstoppable action makes it real. If you commit to all three, there is nothing that can stand in your way. Last this every day and change your life. Life doesn't change by chance, it changes by choice. Every single day, you are building the future version of yourself through your habits, your mindset, and your actions. The question is, are you building a future you'll be proud of, or are you staying stuck in the same cycle, waiting for something to magically change? The truth is, there is no magic, there is no secret formula. Success, growth, transformation, these things come from what you do daily. The power of repetition is real. The more you train your mind with positivity, the stronger it becomes. The more you push yourself to take action, the closer you get to your goals. You don't become great by doing something once. You become great by showing up every single day, no matter how you feel. But too many people hold themselves back with excuses. I don't have time. I'm not ready. I don't have the right resources. Stop. Just stop. Because while you're making excuses, someone else is out there making moves with less than what you have. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to go after it, without hesitation, without waiting for permission. Look around you. Who are you spending your time with? What are you feeding your mind? If you're always around negativity, if you're surrounding yourself with people who don't push you to grow, then don't be surprised when you feel stuck. Greatness is a product of environment. You want to elevate? Get around people who force you to level up. If you don't have those people yet, start with books, start with videos, start with anything that expands your mind and raises your standards. Because if you surround yourself with greatness long enough, it will become a part of you. And understand this, motivation will fail you. There will be days when you don't feel like showing up, days when you don't see progress. That's why you can't rely on motivation. You need discipline. Discipline is what gets you up when your body wants to stay in bed. Discipline is what keeps you working when the excitement fades. The most successful people in the world didn't get there because they felt like working hard every day. They got there because they did it anyway. Life will test you. It will break you down. It will throw pain, failure, and setbacks in your path. But pain is not your enemy. Pain is a tool. You can let it destroy you, or you can use it to fuel you. Every struggle is an opportunity to build strength. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. The moment you stop running from pain and start using it, you become unstoppable. And at the foundation of it all, faith, focus, act. Faith is believing in yourself when no one else does. Focus is cutting out the distractions and locking in on your vision. And action, real, relentless action, is what turns dreams into reality. You need all three. Because if you have faith but no focus, you'll get lost. If you have focus but no action, you'll stay stuck in the same place. But if you commit to all three, nothing can stop you. So don't just listen to this and feel inspired for a moment. Do something with it. Make today the day you stop waiting, stop making excuses, and start becoming. Because the life you want is waiting for you. The only question is, will you go after it?